The power to move, the power over cost, the power of peace of mind. The new BYD Atto 2 DMI Super Plug-in Hybrid. Intelligent, responsive, efficient. More power, more possibilities. Power your city.
Everyone can clap their hands for that. All right, Sanbonan. Good morning. No. It's the 11th of June. Bafana is playing today. You can do better than that. Good morning. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to it. This is the first of its kind. Welcome to the BYD Atto 2 DMI launch. Just for us, yeah, go away, yes. Yep. My name is BYD Dube. I've been entrusted to take you through this morning's proceedings. I'm blessed to be here. I'm really privileged, and as I look around me, I see so many familiar faces. I see beautiful people, stunning people. You showed up, you look good, you smell good, and I'm entrusting that you're going to be a good crowd. Is that it? Yes. Now, come on, is that it? Yes. Lovely. So, ladies and gentlemen, it really gives me great pleasure to welcome you to this stunning, auspicious occasion. We've had some sleepless nights putting this together for you. I'd like to give an extended welcome to members of the media. Are they here? Yes, they're here. Let's give them a round of applause. Yes. I believe you've got our influencers here as well. Hey! Yes. Bafuni knew. I'm there, so I understand. I got you. Ladies and gentlemen, I would also like to extend a warm welcome to some of our investors are here. Maybe even some of our dealerships that were here even yesterday. Everybody here is special. And there's no doubt in me believing that this venue that's hosting us, which is of course called Divine Sunset, are doing a spectacular job. How many people have been here before? No? How many people? Okay. First timers? What do you think? Then give them a round of applause. I see some famous people here as well. Yeah. We are in the presence of greatness. Nzonlanda one by one. Where is Mr. Nimrod Nkosi, the legend, the icon? There he is. There he is. Give him a round of applause. Yes. For those of you who don't know Nimrod, when I grew up, I wanted to be like him because he gave us Gem Ellie. You remember Gem Ellie? He also gave us, he was the front man of the lottery, and we've just said goodbye to him, and he's done a fantastic job as well. I believe Ubab Chico Twala is in the house, one of South Africa's biggest music makers, producer, songwriter. There he is! There he is! Oh yes! I told you, you are surrounded by greatness. If you remember, the late Brenda Fassie still remains the most successful, top-selling female artist of all time. And because of that man's skill to write music, to direct, to sell, and everything else that he's contributed in South African music. Give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. It's the month of June. I see young people. So what does that tell you? Youth ifigile. The youth is here. We also celebrate, commemorate the youth uprising that took place in 1976. We're commemorating and remembering 50 years of their struggle. Let's give a round of applause to that as well. So, don't feel out of place if I haven't acknowledged you. I'm coming to you in due course. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get the morning going. As I said, good morning. So look around you. We've got the BYD team who've worked sleepless nights to bring you this special morning. Thank you to BYD. We've got the media, the influencers, who've already got their phones on 4K, I can imagine, so they're ready to post, make their followers jealous, which is a good thing. We accept that. So you're not just witnessing a car that's just been made, you're witnessing evolution at its best, where innovation is going to meet South African swagger. And you're right to be here, because today isn't just about showing off a car, today is about you. You who deals with the petrol price hike month to month. You who wants a smarter, cleaner, more affordable and efficient car that doesn't need so much petrol. You who deserves technology that works for your pocket, not against it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the day that we have made for you, made possible by BYD, the future of mobility, which shouldn't be a luxury, but should be a reality. I certainly want to welcome you all once again. Please relax, have fun. It's going to be a good morning into an afternoon. We can't forget that we support our boys as they make their debut World Cup against Mexico tonight, 9 o'clock. My brother, please stand up. I love your t-shirt. Please stand up. I love your t-shirt. Is that the Proteas? It's still a South African t-shirt. All right, so a couple of house rules. You are allowed to take pictures, but we have provided some of South Africa's leading photographers and videographers. Alan, where are you? Quickly, please come this side. I want you to take a pan. I want you to take a shot of all these beautiful people. Start with my beautiful mother. She's here. Hello, Ma. Oh, yeah. In Zalaband. Hey, Ma, let me tell you, I love you and uzele. Yo, thank you so much. Give her a round of applause. So we're going to give you some house rules, guys, for those of you who are looking to use the bathroom facilities. That door over there, you go through it and you take your right, and that will lead you to utilize the facilities that we've got for you there whenever you need to. At the bottom, we also have our technicians and our experts who are waiting to spoil you if you're here to test drive as well. But please do note that we invite you to take pictures, we invite you to take videos, but at any point, if Alan and the crew are right in front of you or beside you, please keep your phones on silent at all times. So, are we ready to launch? Are we ready to launch? All right, before we do that, I'm going to ask you to help me count down as we unveil the BYD Atto DMI. It's 2026. Let's get those phones out, get ready to flash, get ready to take your videos, and do post them on your WhatsApp groups because they are missing out. Are you ready to count down? Let's go from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off! Thank you. Yes, Africans alilizelayo la. Siyabonga kakhulu, guys. So, BYD gave us a car that doesn't just get us there. It makes the journey part of the celebration. Efficiency, beautiful, smart, and unmistakably made for the people of South Africa and beyond. This engineering brilliance, guys, that's the vision. That's why today feels bigger, than a launch. It feels like the future has arrived, and it speaks our language. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, without any further ado, allow me to welcome our first speaker. It is, of course, Steve Chang, BYD South Africa's Managing Director. Steve, thank you.
Morning. Good morning. Today is a very important day. Today is the day we can truly flex our muscle. We brought you a very important product in our lineup. Very, very important. So, a very good morning to all the esteemed media, influencers, and all the friends and families. Very proud mom. Yeah, I thought it's going to start with singing a song. No, 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 no. I didn't do that. Anyway, so I'm Steve, the person that ran around from the beginning. You know, today when I stand up in the front and looking back, I see all the people that's in the room. It brings me back to when we started at 2023, when I first had a chance to really face the media at the 2024, I think, Fest of Motoring. And at that media session, it's very different than what I'm seeing today. When we started bringing BYD into South Africa, a lot of people say, why are you doing it? Long story short, what I'm saying is that we come a long way. So every day, millions of South Africans are waking up, doing what we do. You know, we're facing challenges. Now the biggest challenge in our family is for the drivers, our families. What is our biggest challenge right now? Petrol, right? Yeah, not policemen, but petrol. So, yeah. So we bring a technology here to you today to solve that issue. We power through. Yet, this is not a simple getting from A to B exercise. Today, you'll be experiencing BYD's latest DMI technology. We bring you the 4.0. And then we prepare 30 vehicles for test drive because we always improve. Last time when we did the Atto 8 launch, we had some feedback from the media saying that there's not enough cars, not enough time. So this time, we prepared a 2-day session. So we prepared 30 cars, so everyone had a chance to test drive our vehicles. That is why today is important, because today is not simply about launching another vehicle. It's about launching a better way forward, a better way to move, a better way to spend, and a better way to power everyday life. Something is remarkable happening in South Africa that very few of us are realizing. So when we start the brand in South Africa, literally, we are doing 20, 30 units a month. Now, we are doing hundreds of units a month. But what's more interesting is that if you look at the stat, 2025 in South Africa, together, BEV and PHEV, total delivery is around 1,800 units for 2025. But for BYD, in the month of May, our order book is 1,635 in 1 month. So all I'm saying is that something is happening in South Africa, but not many of us are realizing it. What's happening? The conversation is no longer whether electrified mobility will become part of our life. It's, are you ready to embrace that technology in your life? But up until today, many people here has always been a barrier. How do we make new energy mobilities more practical for everyone? Not just for the early adopters, but for everyone. That's where BYD comes in. I think you still remember when we, as South Africans, come across to electric vehicles, we can only think of a few words: expensive, not accessible. Where are the charging infrastructures? How do I charge? How is the I have range anxieties and this and that. So there are all these questions pushing people away to embrace the technology. But what happened? 3 years later, from 2023, we came into this country, and then we see more competitors comes in. We bring down the pricing of the technology. We're making new energy vehicles, your battery electric vehicles, your BEV, and your plug-in hybrid vehicles more affordable for everyone. So today, BYD stands as the world leading new energy vehicle manufacturer, a company that's driven by innovation, committed to accessibility, and investing in South Africa for the long term. I mean, without you knowing it, we spend a lot of time because we are considered as the first mover in the market. So in the back-end conversation that happens around insurance, that happens around battery warranties, that happens around residual values, that happens around extended warranties on the batteries of our electric vehicles. And also, as being here in South Africa, we collaborating with the financing houses, bringing new financing packages, more innovative way to encourage people to adapt and adapt or join these new technology. And as you know, we're expanding our dealer footprint. We started with 12, and now we have 39. And I was told by our dealer development manager, Neil, that by the end of the month, we're probably hitting somewhere around 50. So we are trying our best to expand and to meet the demand from the South African consumers. We're also growing our charging infrastructures. I'm pretty sure a lot of you will ask that question after the presentation. And we would very much like to share with you what is the process on that regard. And that's why we are building a confidence in the future that more South Africans can participate in. So today marks another important milestone on that journey because the vehicle beside us, the BYD Atto 2 DMI, represents something bigger than the new model. It represents an opportunity to make new energy mobility accessible to more South Africans than ever before. And please, ladies and gentlemen, test drive the 30 vehicles, visit our technology hall that we built for you. The marketing team spent whole 3 days to build that remarkable room for you to experience the technology. And then thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us. Thank you.
Another round of applause for Steve. So for those of us who come from Ekasi, konjabo Steve Sibabizobani. Steve Vovo, say it one more time. So Steve, please look at the crowd.
Yeah.
We honor you today, not only as Steve, but as Steve. You may have a seat, sir. Now, sorry, gents, I asked you for a single handheld microphone. There's a reason for that, please. Speaking of greatness, so I'm looking around and there's one particular person I'd like to acknowledge. So back in my modeling days, wabauta mama ne? Babata the applications I'm konyana. Anyway, so back in my modeling days, one of the biggest opportunities that I ever had was to work for a South African icon who's not just a designer, he is an innovator, he's a creator, he's done so much to give back to the fashion industry, and I believe he is here with us. He's a brother to me, he's a friend, I haven't seen him in a long time, but he's still making waves, not just locally, but internationally. David Tlale, where are you? Where are you, Dave? David Tlale, not Kau. Oh, that's another legendary comedian, isn't it? All right, anyway, he'll be back here. But let's acknowledge him. Let's acknowledge him. Yeah. Yes. If I could just have one of those microphones. We're having fun today. And I promised you that. Hello, my dearest. I just love your t-shirt.
Oh,
Please stand up so everyone can see you. So I'm just going to go around and just get you feel. How are you feeling today?
Fantastic.
Hold on a second. I'll put this on. Sabotage. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling fantastic.
Please give me a prediction of what the score will be tonight. Bafana Bafana versus Mexico. Do you have your bones here? Can you throw them on the floor?
Okay, I'm going to be realistic and say maybe 1-1. It's going to be draw 1. Yes! Don't say who.
What? Okay. Whoa. I want all the shots. Hey, brother. Kunjan Bav. I'm up. I just want your prediction. What do you think the score is going to be tonight?
I'm also going to be realistic.
I think, you know what? You know what the problem is? These people think they're on TV. They think this is a time for them to be experts. Bro, are we going to win, yes or no?
4-0 South Africa!
Yeah! He says 4-0 South Africa. One more. 4-0? Okay. Brother, how are you? Are you all? Please stand up. All right, what is your prediction for the score tonight, and who do you support? I dare you to say Mexico.
I'm a little bit nervous, but I'll say Mexico.
What? No, for real. What do you think the score is going to be tonight?
Probably 0-1 to Mexico.
0-1 to Mexico.
0-1 to Mexico.
Thank you. Please leave the stage. Thank you. All right, let's keep the show going. All right, very exciting. My prediction is that Bafana wins 2-0. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. Guys, you're doing so well. You're such a wonderful crowd. We're having fun, and the fun continues indeed. Oh, by the way, I've got a surprise for you. So, it's my show. So, I'm inviting you to stay longer this afternoon. Don't leave. It's not just the test drive. If you know what I'm saying. So stay, because it's going to get better. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Steve. South Africa, let's be honest for a second. So every morning, we wake up to the new reality. As Steve was saying, petrol consumption, or rather petrol price hike, goes up. Sometimes you wonder what groceries are going, how groceries are going to dig into your pockets. Sometimes you even are exempt from going out simply because of where petrol is going. But today, something different stands in front of you. Here is a car maker that actually sees you. So BYD, the world's leading EV and hybrid maker, didn't look at South Africa and see a hard market. They saw us. People fighting daily, people who deserve better. They've mastered the art of making economics work for you. Not just as a cheap run, but smart to own. Vehicles that save your pocket every single kilometer. Travel in style without guilt, and carry technology advanced that feels like the future has showed up early. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for me to introduce to you Imbogoto, someone who has accomplished so much in this business, and it gives me great pleasure. And together, please, as an African woman who's going to take over the stage, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome BYD South Africa's Marketing Director, Nomonde Way.
Thank you. So we had another day yesterday, and he said something else. So today he was under strict rules, not to embarrass me. So thank you. Guys, today I'm so excited to have all of you here today. Normally, a lot of you have been to our launches. I'm very, very on script. I'm very, very specific about the narrative that we're going to give you. And the same thing today, but today we're very excited. Thank you to all of our media partners who were able to come and make it. I know there were a lot of launches this week that you've actually left to come and join us. Thank you to my favorite people, our influencers, who I respect greatly, as well as our brand ambassadors who have really made us what we are. You know, when Steve asked me to join BYD, and when I said I wanted to join BYD 7 months ago, he had a very clear mandate, which was, you know, BYD is the leading NEV manufacturer in the world. And in South Africa, we have range anxiety, we have to change mindsets, and we have a big job to do here. And my passion and the reason why I wanted to join BYD was to really introduce build your dreams in the South African concepts, and being able to offer new energy solutions in a way where South Africans would be able to relate to it. So gives me great pride to stand here 7 months down the line and to see a lot of my friends and to see a lot of my colleagues, most importantly, professionals, who have really gone out of the way, who are really building their own dreams and creating careers for themselves through the channels that they're given. So, but today, it's not really just about building your dreams and about the brand. We are launching the BYD Atto 2 DMI, a vehicle that is incredibly important not only to BYD as a business, not only important to South Africa as a market, but important to the ecosystem of BYD. The BYD Atto 2 DMI is not just a vehicle, but it's a technology mechanism led by one of the leading new energy vehicle manufacturer in the world that allows the average South Africa accessibility, not only from a price perspective, which Mark, our commercial director, will give the pricing to later on, but also from the way that we have positioned the vehicle in terms of how we offer it to the market. So everybody's saying, Build Your Dreams stands for, BYD stands for Build Your Dreams. What does Power Your City stand for? Power Your City is all about empowerment. It's about the power to move. It's about the power to manage the cost of operations of how you make your daily choices with your pocket. And it's also about the power of peace of mind, which is incredibly important. When we talk about the power of movement, it's about one vehicle, one solution. You know, it's a plug-in hybrid, entry level. We already have our electric vehicle, Dolphin Surf, which by the way is doing very well. But now we have a plug-in hybrid entry level that pretty much does the same thing. So now you have the ability, with the fuel costs rising, with the pressures that the economy has on us, to make a choice whether you want to use our electrification module or you want to use our plug-in hybrid solution. That gives you the power to move. That gives you the flexibility to make the choices you want to make at the best affordable prices with the best technology in the world. Now, the power of cost of ownership, very similar as well. Total cost of ownership, fuel consumption, productivity are all deliverables that BYD takes very, very seriously. The average South Africa does not have the luxury of a Europe market to be able to spend on new energy vehicles. We are looking at traditional ICE vehicles, and not only because now we don't want to move, we don't want clean air, but because we don't have a choice. South Africa is a very, very different market, and my job is to align the global mandate with the South Africa story and the South African needs. And with the power of cost of operation, it is a very, very important pillar that we're able to give you a vehicle that's accessible from a total cost of operation perspective, fuel consumption perspective, and a productivity perspective. A vehicle you can use in your city and beyond your city, irrespective of what your lifestyle needs are. The third pillar, which is very important, is the power of peace of mind. Now, this is a lot more emotive and a lot more non-tangible, unlike the other commercials, but just as important. The peace of mind that you have is that when you buy a vehicle with BYD, you don't only buy a vehicle. Like I said, you buy the amazing global and the safest technology in the world, but you also have the peace of mind of the entire BYD ecosystem. BYD is the leading new energy vehicle manufacturer in the world. This is a fact. But it is also a company that is very invested in the market in which it goes and operates in. So we have an ecosystem that is all about the infrastructure development. We have an ecosystem that makes sure that you have the safest blade battery, so it is the safest vehicle that you will have an offering to. We have a vehicle that also is the most cost-effective in the new energy vehicle space. So my job today for you is, we have an amazing host. As you can see, it's his show. My job today as marketing director is to launch BYD to you again, to remind you of building your dreams and carrying on in your private spaces, but to also join BYD on the journey as well. And the Atto 2 DMI is the perfect vehicle, despite our other models, is the perfect vehicle that allows you to gain accessibility so that you're able to power your city but also empower your lives. So have a great time today. Enjoy our tech zones. Experience BYD your way. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Nomonde, angeke sikwazi ukuhleba lana. I think we just need to be honest. So what she meant when she said that yesterday, I said a little something. First of all, I'm going to say this. Wathinta abafazi? Hayibo. Wathinta abafazi? So I said to her, Nomonde, as beautiful as you are, with a beautiful and striking outfit like that, you can power any city in this country. All right, so we're going to move on. Thank you very much. Let's give her another round of applause. Yes, yes. Where are the influencers? Oh, now all of a sudden, the sound has gone down. Don't mess with me. Where are the influencers? Just stand up. I want people to appreciate you. That's all. Just stand up where you are. Stand up where you are. Hello? Whoa! Whoa! Woo! Woo! Yes! 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 Thank you. Sure. I mean, I honestly, I clearly didn't get the brief. I was told there was only going to be 5 of you, but all of you, not like 100 of you, but thank you. You made it. Thank you so much to our influencers. Really, we really appreciate you, and we know you're going to be doing your utmost best when you go down there and obviously take as many shots, videos, and just also enjoy yourself. So we do appreciate you, and we know you're going to be doing your very best to post as much as you can so that people can know what they're missing and where they need to be. So now let's look at the proof points, right? So how does the Atto DMI, by the way, does anyone know what DMI stands for? Not the people who work for BYD. Sorry, who do you work for, sir? No. What do you think BYD stands? I mean, first of all, BYD. Do you know what that stands for? Of course, they've been saying it on stage. Please stand up. How are you? What's your name?
My name's Ruben van Steen.
Are we live? Great. What's your name?
Ruben van Steen.
Ruben, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, sir.
What does DMI stand for? Because with me, it's dramatic, multitasked, and very impressive.
Yeah,
What
of
is
course,
yours?
sir. It stands for dual mode intelligent.
Yes, please give him a round of applause. Khona la uthi, ufeyilile esikoleni. I don't know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to invite BYD South African commercial director. He told me the other day when I first met him, he said, Zweli, call me 007. And I said, why? He said, because I'm Bond, James Bond. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome South Africa's BYD commercial director, Mark Handley.
Thank you so much, Zweli. I really appreciate the comparison to James Bond, But, James Bond saves the world. I'm just trying to hit a sales target. But hey, one thing we do have in common, though, is at least we both love cars and fantastic cars like this. Zweli reminds me, sometimes in a car that fuel light comes on. He reminds me of that. Do you know why? By the way, it doesn't happen in our cars. But that fuel light, you cannot stop looking at it, and it's always got your attention. Zweli, great job. So ladies and gentlemen, from my side, I cannot believe the number of people in this room that are interested in this brand, that we have this affinity to. So thank you so much for joining us today. I'm working for BYD South Africa now for 8 months. I'm in charge of sales, and together with Neil, our dealer network rollout. And in one's career, it's not often that one can work for a brand that has so much attention. There is so much focus on this brand. It is such a wonderful place to be. And I'm pleased to tell you that the business is going well, and I'm very confident that with this new car here, the business will continue with its momentum. So I really look forward to seeing all those articles, those reviews on our brand new BYD Atto 2 DMI. So DMI, thank you, stands for Dual Mode Intelligent. My wife calls me single mode because she says I can only do one thing at a time. But the Atto 2 is not single mode, it is dual. It can do more than one thing at a time. And what that means is that this car decides when it uses the battery, the engine, or both together. So it decides on which mode to use in a very intelligent and efficient way. It combines electric and hybrid technology in a way that feels effortless for you, the driver. No complicated decisions, no new habits to learn when driving this vehicle. It's just intelligent efficiency working quietly in the background. Atto 2 DMI is all about electric when you can, hybrid when you need it, powered all of the time. At the heart of this BYD Atto 2 DMI is our famous now Blade battery. In this particular car, the size of the battery is 7.85 kilowatt hours. 7.85 kilowatt hours, and this battery is one of the most advanced technologies in the world. It is designed, ladies and gentlemen, to deliver exceptional safety, durability, and long-term reliability. The most common question that we get on the sales floor is, yes, but it has a battery, isn't it dangerous? Well, the BYD Blade battery using lithium iron phosphate technology is the world's leading battery in terms of safety, durability, and reliability. So the future should not feel uncertain. The future with the BYD Atto 2 should be completely reassuring. And ladies and gentlemen, empowerment does not stop with the powertrain. It extends to every single interaction with the vehicle. BYD, we have a unique technology available in South Africa on all of our vehicles. All of them have the BYD app. And what this app can do on your cell phone is you can lock and unlock your vehicle remotely. You can monitor your vehicle remotely anywhere in the world, as long as you have a Wi-Fi or cell phone signal. It controls key functions remotely, and you can even share access to your vehicle with somebody else from anywhere. So we have a digital key loaded on our phones. And also, as you know, we're now in winter, and you can lie in bed and you can program your car to heat up to a certain temperature the following morning at a scheduled time. Absolutely amazing. And also, ladies and gentlemen, all of our cars have embedded electronic SIM cards. So electronic embedded into the architecture of the car, which means that you can also geolocate your car using the app anytime. So absolute convenience. And then most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, is that safety and security is very, very important in South Africa. Through the app, you can phone, without having to know the number, you can phone our roadside assistance, and you can also phone our customer interaction center in Johannesburg should you feel the need to engage. So this app is really, really cool. So I have been sent the key for this car via WhatsApp with a code. So I have this key on my phone. You may have noticed that we actually turned it off just now because this car, my right, is in showroom mode. So all of our cars have showroom mode functionality, but this car has now been locked, and I, through my phone, by tapping on the mirror where the sensor is, it's called near frequency communication, I can unlock this car and I can drive it. So don't worry, I won't drive, but all I do is I tap the mirror, and there we go. Ta-da! And then I can also lock the car as well. There we go, locked. Using my phone, and the key is stored on my digital wallet. In my case, I have an Apple phone. but it also works the same way with Android phones as well. Now that's convenient. I can also share the key digitally with up to 5 people, and they have full access to the vehicle. Yes, the cars do come with normal keys. Don't worry, they do come with normal keys, but we have this functionality as well. Really amazing technology. So innovation, ladies and gentlemen, is not only about creating great products, which we have as BYD. It's about creating trust. Trust that our brand will be there tomorrow. Trust that support is there when you need it. And trust that technology has been designed for real-world life. The BYD Atto 2 DMI, ladies and gentlemen, comes with a 5-year, 150,000 kilometer warranty. Some of you may know that our current cars have a 5-year, 100,000 kilometer warranty, but we've sat with our after-sales colleagues, and based on the data that we have analyzed, we are very confident to give our customers an additional 50,000 kilometers on this car, included in the price. So 5 years, 150,000. The vehicle also comes standard in the retail price with a 4-year, 60,000 kilometer service plan, which of course means 0 servicing costs. And then, ladies and gentlemen, of course, roadside assistance, as I mentioned, is available through the app as well. You can phone the number. Our cars have a 5-year, 150,000 kilometer roadside assistance, which is exactly the same, of course, as the vehicle warranty. And we also have 24/7 nationwide support. What I also want to add, if I may go off script slightly, Nomonde, is many customers ask me, what about parts? What about parts availability? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a state-of-the-art parts center here in Johannesburg, and I was looking at the latest service level in terms of our service level report, and we're on a 99% service level, which means for every order we receive, we can supply that part 99% of the time. Maybe 1 or 2 would be on back order. That is absolute confidence. So we are serious about this business. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, all of our BYD products, the BYD Atto 2 DMI is no different. It comes with an 8-year, 200,000 kilometer warranty on the high voltage blade battery, which of course also means we have full drivetrain cover, full DMI coverage, as well as our hybrid technology is therefore guaranteed. So our commitment is why BYD continues to invest in South Africa. And I'm also pleased to inform you that today, in fact last night, I got the go-ahead from our Vice President of BYD Global, and we will start with wholesale of BYD to our neighboring countries, namely Botswana and Namibia. We are serious about growing. In fact, we had both of those investors here yesterday. So innovation only changes a market when people can access it. And that brings us to the final part of today's story, the part that you have all been waiting for. If I can ask my colleague Stephen Nomonde. Okay, changed it. Okay, all right, the part that you have all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. So I will not be inviting Stephen Nomonde onto the stage. They've given it to me to do. So you happy with that? Okay. Today, we are proud to announce, ladies and gentlemen, that the BYD Atto 2 DMI, the comfort model, will be available from 449,900 rands. So that makes the BYD Atto 2 DMI once again the most affordable plug-in hybrid electric vehicle in South Africa. Exceptional value. We have two models in the range. We have a comfort model. We also have a dynamic model, which are the two models next to me here on the stage. And ladies and gentlemen, the dynamic model is also below 500,000 Rand at 489,900. These aren't simply about pricing, ladies and gentlemen. This is a statement that new energy mobility can be more accessible, more practical, and more relevant to South Africans than ever before. So before I end off, I want to give you just a very quick overview of what's going to be happening with the drive. So first of all, in the BYD Atto 2, we have two models available, as you saw on the screen now. Outside here, we have both models. So the cars in skiing white, we call it skiing white, those are the comfort models. And the cars in midnight blue and time gray, so this is the time gray, the midnight blue, they are all dynamic models. They have the same mechanics. So if you don't get to test drive both, it's not a big issue because they have the same mechanics. And those mechanics are, they both have a 1.5 liter, 72 kilowatt normally aspirated engine, mated with a 7.8 kilowatt hour battery, and that gives the car a maximum system power of 122 kilowatts. 122 kilowatts. And also, the most important thing about electric mobility is the torque, and you'll feel the torque on the drive as well, which is 300 Newton meters. There are some small differences between the two cars. Please have a look at them. Some examples are leather interior, imitation leather for the dynamic, advanced driver assistance systems, electric driver seat, a bigger screen, and also cell phone charging. Those are some of the bigger items that you'll notice immediately. So please have a look at the cars. As I said, they are the same mechanically, so they'll give the same drive experience. So please enjoy the drive afterwards. And then, folks, we've also got a technology center down at the bottom. Please engage with us at the technology center. We have karaoke. All of our cars have karaoke, lots of fun. We have a photo booth, and we also have a little quiz as well. So please partake in that. And we have additional cars down there on display, so you can then enjoy the time to further view and play around with the features of the cars. So from my side, it's a great news story. Thank you so much again. I'm now going to hand back to Zweli to take us through the further proceedings. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mark. Thank you so much, Mark. Another round of applause, please, for Mark. I'm not sure, but when the price was revealed, mixed emotions maybe? What was the story? What were you expecting? I find that it's quite affordable, but you know what? I've got a little something here. So, Mr. Nimrod Nkosi has said goodbye to us, right? Seeing that he was the front man of the lottery. Ngiyacabanga ukuthi now that we're asking for money, the lottery numbers, you don't work for them anymore. You can tell us the truth. The next jackpot, ngicela amanamba, just give us 6, please.
I'm just going to tell my mom how you behaved today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to move on. And it really gives me great pleasure to say that you've been such a great audience. You really have. Are we hungry? Hungry to drive. I like that one. I like that one. So, first things first, we're about to close off. I just want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for showing up on time. You've done an exceptional job, but this is only the beginning. We are now going to ask all of you, just after we've done our interviews, or rather our photo opportunity with the media, then we will obviously go down to the tech center, where all of you will be led by our car experts, as well as obviously our engineers, to show you a little bit more as to what this BYD Atto DMI has to offer. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, before we go, I'm going to ask Unomonde Kwei, the South Africa's BYD marketing director, to come back on stage just for a minute or two, just to share with us what's going to happen now. Another round of applause, please, please.
All right, so all the boring stuff is done. Yay. Oh no, but Zweli was great. Not really. All the boring
Thank
stuff
you.
is done. So all the media, I know we have a lot of requests for a lot of media interviews. So today is a day where we want everybody to experience the vehicle, the technology at their leisure. Take your time. There's a very precise process that's going to be followed that will make your life as seamless as possible. If you have any issues, just go to the registration desk and you'll get some of our team that will assist you. Please make sure you have your driver's licenses with you. And if you don't have your driver's license, then red flag it so we can work around it. Some of the media who already have requested, please stay in the room. Myself and Steve will stay in the room for the media interviews. We already have a list, but then apparently there's an additional list. Mark will move to the tech area, where he will move and he will liaise with you guys around the tech and the different tech and the tech he's tried to show you now with the BYD app. So thank you once again for joining us, and build your dreams.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Dangane. Just 1 more minute, please. We need to do a proper official close off. But before we do that, can I ask Steve, Mark, Nomode back on stage? This is an opportunity for the media, if we do have media houses that would like to get a snapshot of the auspicious and incredible leadership team of BYD. We really would appreciate that. I'm also going to ask, let's say 10 influencers, 5 females, 5 males. Please rise now. Well, thank you. I really just need 5 females and 5. You, come. Just 5 girls, 5 boys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Guys, please stay in your seats. This is very important. Oh, what the hell? Okay, all of you come. Ellen, Willie, where are you? Ellen, Willie, where are you? Come on, don't worry. Come on. Okay. All right, thanks, Ellen. I tell you what. Sorry. Okay, so, all right, so here's what we're gonna do. Sorry guys, I just need your attention just for a minute, because we really need to make this proper. Remember, we are the BYD family. We need to have some order, please. Okay, so they can't wait to go and test drive. That's fine. Please, if you want to stay for a moment, we appreciate it. So are we ready? Can I have Steve, Ellen? I need you guys in the front, please. Steve and Mark, very important. Guys, you look amazing, really. Get your shades on. If you've got some perfume, put it on. I don't know. Okay, cool. Mark, you find there? All right, cool. Are we ready? Where's Willie? Willie, where are you? Are you okay there? Okay. Okay. On the count of 3, we're gonna do it twice. BYD. You ready? 1, 2, 3. BYD. One more. 1, 2, 3. BYD. Are you happy? I think let's do one more with hands up. Let's really look alive. Okay? This is not going to Kumbulekaya. I need you on this one. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. BYD. All right, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Let's get the party started. If you want to go down to the tech support, let's go. Can we get Steve? I just want to get one of you. Mark, I just want to get you, Steve. Mark, just Billy, Can Billy, Ellen. 1, 2, 1, 2. Ellen, I just need to. Cool, just. All right, so I just need to, just quickly, ladies and gentlemen, you are free to exit the premises, or rather the venue. Please go down to the tech room if you want to test drive. I just need. When you're done. Okay, cool. I just need a group photo with the management team and the directors, and then we're free to go. Okay, Mark, I need you back on stage, please. Nomonde, we just want a group photo of us. Thank you, my brother. Okay. Nomonde. Oh, Noms.